Well, that was a long weekend. Let's make the long trek to Wales, shall we? What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm ChasingLamely. This is episode number 79 of Passport to Poland, and today we are facing the challenge of TNS of Wales in the Champions League. Since the last episode, you've only missed one result, which is pretty good, which was the Gornik game. We won 3-0. Darren Mitchell getting a brace and David Barnowski getting himself a goal coming off the bench to replace Reece Devine, who picked up a knock. So, that's all the news to catch up on. There's no transfers, no nothing. We're the favourites. We're in excellent form. Klaus Bang, the new guy, I couldn't register because just trying to find people to register and not register is a nightmare. But I'm sure we'll make it work down the line somehow. Hopefully I'll sell someone peripheral, but we'll see. Right, team-wise today, we're going with Sarnowski in goal, because Wilson isn't quite fit. He played in the cup for the second team a couple of days ago, so he's not fully fit, but it's fine. He was working his way out to match fitness, and now he's found it. In fact, I should take him out of the reserves now I've thought about it, because otherwise he'll keep playing for the reserves, and I don't want him to do that. So boom, done. Right, Francis at right back, Belodi, Black and Angelastri at left back, obviously replacing Reece Devine, who is injured. We've got Alex Rico in the defensive midfield, Ribeiro, Jordao, Dostalek, Mitchell and Sterling, with Tomaszewski, Cruz, Liss, Szymczak, Barnowski, Longstaff, and apparently Staviarts has found his way onto the bench. I don't know how he did that. I think I left him there from the last game because he is definitely not fit enough to play, but who replaces Staviarts is the big question. Let's have a quick look, see what's missing from this bench. Probably someone who can play defensive midfield. Probably. We'll put Shish in, why not? We know he can do a job, so we'll use him. Cool, that's going to be the team today then. Job done. We're going to give one squad number out to Tomaszewski, who is a youngster, so we'll give him a go. It's literally because Igor Gomez is suspended, so I didn't have any extra centre-halves, because I had to unregister Vinicius, forgetting that I had Gomez suspended for this one, to put Dostalek in the squad. But we'll make it work because we always do. Let's have a quick look at their team, see who's there that's interesting. Joe Allen has shown up. Joe Allen playing for TNS, having left Blackburn. Wow. That's a signing for them. 70 caps for Wales. Don't know if he's still any good or not, but we'll find out, I guess, the hard way. Which Evans is this? Kieran Evans. I was worried it was going to be Ched Evans and I was going to have to make horribly inappropriate jokes, but it wasn't. Kieran Evans, this is their star performer. Marley Watkins, definitely a name I know, played for Bristol City, played for Norwich, played for Barnsley. He's pretty good. But ageing, so we'll see how that goes for them. Which Davis is this? Keston Davis of Notts, or formerly of Notts County. He's been there a while. Which Harrington is this? Ryan Harrington, the guy who's currently there. He's been around a little bit too, so he's probably okay. And let's have a look at the goalkeeper, Lewis Gray, formerly of Carlisle. Okay. Is this someone I should care about? Aaron Lewis, most assists. He's had a decent career. Leighton Orient, Lincoln, Doncaster. Alright. So quite a strong team. I feel like Christy Davis is a name I know as well. Isaac Christy Davis. That's because he was at Liverpool. I think he came up during a beta save once as someone I've managed. Okay. Is this a good foul or a bava? Well, probably a good one because he's the Cardiff one. He's had a career. Vitesse Arnhem, Wollongong Wolves, Dordrecht, Drogheda, Cardiff, and now TNS. That's a pretty strange career. Anyone big on the bench? No one who jumps out. Cool. All right, let's get this done. Quick note on today: if this first game is like the first game against Crusaders and we absolutely smash them, it'll be a one-game episode. And if it's not, we'll do both games. So we'll see how it goes. They've got to the third qualifying round of the Champions League, so they must be fairly good. The prize of victory and such. 22 players selected is always a good answer. he's playing there at the moment and he'll do well, and we would rather have him, but we've got a good team. Job done. Cool. Straight through to the game. Let's see what we can do today. Jordan and Mitchell aren't fully fit going into the game, same with Rico, but we've got replacements for them, so we should be okay. I don't think we're going to struggle too much in this game. Certainly shouldn't be a massive slog, not at home to TNS you would think, but we'll see what we can do. I don't know if this is actually going to be an 11-0 battering, whatever it was last time, but you'd expect us to pick up a win. They're looking nervous, which is interesting. I'm not sure why. More creativity, please. Nick Francis picked up a knock. It's okay, because I'll send in Felipe Cruz if he doesn't recover to a decent standard. And we know how good Felipe Cruz is. That's not really a scary change to have to make. We need to demand more from them, I think, because nothing is really happening and something needs to change. Let's go attacking. Why not? We're the favourites. Let's just turn things up. Let's turn on the pressure. Dostalek has been booked. Well, don't get booked. That's silly. Right, I think this is our first highlight. Angalastri to Sterling. Sterling will play it inside to Dostalek. Dostalek has options around him, but plays it out to Ribeiro, who probably wouldn't have been my first pick, but there we go. Through ball. Mitchell's never going to get there, and Davis back to the keeper, Gray. Gray scrambles it clear. And let's hope they don't hit us on the break. Good clearance by Belodi, but only as far as Fowler. Another ball forward. Can we get rid of it? Black. As far as Jordao. Jordao finds Dostalek. Dostalek's got options again. Rico. Rico with a ball out to Angalastri, who's on the overlap. If he can beat his man, he might be in with a chance. Good ball inside to Ribeiro. Ribeiro slots it through to Francis. Francis one-on-one with the keeper, and he gets his third of the season despite picking up that knock. And he's not going to finish the game because of the injury, but he may have started the finishing of the game on the score sheet, and that's pretty magical for the right back on loan from Spurs. Good finish. Gray gets a touch to it, but it wasn't enough to do anything about it, and that is job done. He's pulled off a cartwheel despite being injured, so he must be fairly okay. Although I say that, he's not going to make it far into the second half. Alright, let's... Encouraging the team did nothing. Good work, Mr. Assistant Manager. Alright, we'll keep an eye on Nick Francis. He's taken the free kick, whipped in. Gray makes the Hollywood save, and I'm guessing that's not going to be the full highlight, because if that was the full highlight, that would have been really disappointing. Hoofed a long distance, but Angalastri is there. Rico to Francis. Francis with a chance to build something. Hoofs it forward. Mitchell picks it up. Mitchell can get a cross in here. We could be creating some danger. He does. Angalastri's going for it. Angalastri with the header. Gray makes the save. And some good link-up play there between the striker and the fullback. Although not the way around you'd want it to go. Gray drops it. I think we're still going with the highlights. Still going. Belodi heads it to Ribeiro. Ribeiro with the ball through. Sterling will get there one-on-one. Keziah Sterling can't quite finish it, and that's going to... Ooh, it didn't go for a corner. But it has crossed the line for a throw-in, and we're going to do another getting creative shout. Why not? As now we're finally starting to see some action. The game's opening up. Hanbury on the ball at Christy Davis. Christy Davis taking his time. Joe Allen, ball out wide. Francis will get there. Oh, and that's got to be both a red card, and Francis is lucky to get back up from that. That's big risks, and losing a man right now is a very bad situation for TNS to be in. Let's go very attacking. Let's take advantage of this, build up a cricket score. We will take Francis off momentarily, but Angalastri's got a throw in, so let's just follow this through. Jordao with the ball through to Rico. Rico options behind him. Ribeiro forward to Angalastri. Angalastri first time cross. Mitchell, can he get there? He can't quite get the finish. And that's offside anyway. We're keeping going though. Keeping going straight from the free kick. Anything coming. Ball to Hanbury. Ball out wide to Penny, and this is when they're going to be really teams who are down to 10 men are a bit like sort of wounded animals. They tend to turn it on, and it doesn't end well. Allen has picked up the ball, plays it right back to the keeper, but Keziah Sterling is going to chase him down, pressure him, ball cleared out. Christy Davis to Allen. Can we get a tackle in? We can't, but Warwick has picked up the ball now. Let's take it off him. Allen's got plenty of men around him, but if we can just cut this out, we'll be fine. Ball way behind Penny. Way behind. That was a hurried pass, and Sterling's going to tackle him. And now Keziah Sterling, if he's got any support whatsoever, can be very dangerous here. Looks like he's got a little bit. Goes for the Rabona and Mitchell puts it away. That was a cheeky, cheeky Rabona from Keziah Sterling. I don't think there's anything in the world that can do the cheek of this Rabona justice. But let's bring this down speed-wise so we can see that properly. Probably not that far. It's not going to give me the option of it not being that far. Look at that cheeky Rabona. Look at that. And Mitchell puts it away. And that job was a good one. Dirty. It's dirty. Pulling out the Rabona, and now let's take Nick Francis off because he's played well. But he does need to rest. In fact, we'll take Rabona off. We'll take Cruz off. Oh, sorry, put Cruz on for Francis. Let's speak English properly. And I'm probably going to take Dostalek off as well. Put Valdemar Liss on just to save the red card potential. Because we can afford to kind of ease off a little bit. Probably one more goal we can afford to properly ease off them. So Jourdau will be the next guy off, I'm fairly certain, unless someone gets hurt. Although we've got to throw in with Angelastri again. He's thrown it way ahead of Sterling, but he should be able to get there. He has. Bit of a set too, but Angelastri's picked it back up. Can't quite do anything with the cross. Harrington clears. I thought they were on a break there with Marley Watkins, but Belodi has picked it up. Angelastri will get back on the ball. He's got plenty of options around him, but he's being tackled, which is not good. Jourdau to Liss. Liss with the ball through to Ribeiro. Through to Felipe Cruz, who can't quite get there. Rico picks it up. Ribeiro again. Back to Felipe Cruz. Back to Ribeiro. Back to Felipe Cruz. Back to Rico. Job done. Right, ball forward. Angelastri will get there, but can he get across to someone? Anyone. He does get across in, but it doesn't find his man, and Warwick is there to clear it. But Cruz will pick it back up, and we could be just keeping them under pressure here. Let's throw out some praise, because one way or the other we're going to need to praise them. Ribeiro. Ball out to Angelastri. Angelastri needs to do something. Ball back to Rico, to Ribeiro. Plays it again to Rico, to Angelastri. Some good triangles. Ball through to Sterling. Can Sterling get there before the goalkeeper? He can. He's offside though. Good finish from that angle. But he was well offside. Well offside. And I don't know why we need to see that again. He was well offside. I knew he was well offside. But, you know, you hope it would just be forgotten about casually. Right, let's look at making that last change. The smart play says take off Jourdau, but also Black is tiring. We'll see how this goes. Cruz, what can he do from this throw-in? Hopefully something good and short. Ribeiro is a good option. Out, back again to Cruz. Whips it in. Angelastri's there. Can't find it. Liss has a pop. Mitchell's there. Liss is there. Ribeiro finishes it off. 4th goal of the season, 3rd goal of the game. Valdemar Liss picks up the credit for the assist, but it was all just players kicking it against defenders until it fell to Ribeiro in space. So, hard to call it a straight up assist, really. I mean, ball comes in here. Angelastri could finish it. Liss could have finished it. Mitchell could have finished it. Liss had another pop. It came off a defender, and Liss has picked up the credit for assisting Ribeiro. And that's all well and good, so, you know, we'll go with that. It's going to be Jourdau. Now he's got booked. That is a deal breaker. Let's send on Matty Longstaff. Long-time club hero and legend. And we'll see if we can just see this game off now. Sterling has got the ball to Valdemar Liss. Liss can have a run. He's got options around him. He's gone into the box, which is always a good start. He's been brought down. That's going to be a penalty. And Keziah Sterling's going to take it before I could get to making any changes. What can Keziah Sterling do from the spot? Can he bury this one? He can. Bottom corner. Job done. That's 4-0 now. 4th goal of the season for Keziah Sterling. That's alright. This is pretty comprehensive. Pretty comprehensive as things go. And we're not even going massively long on the episode, which is even better. Excellent stuff. So, Felipe Cruz picked up a knock. Both our key right backs picking up knocks in this game. That's not ideal. Dave Black can play at right back as well. I mean, when we first met him playing for AC Milan, he was a right back. So it's not the biggest problem, but it's just annoying more than anything. Just annoying. Reacted badly. Stop giving shit team talks. Apologies for the language. As most of you know, I don't often swear on live comms, but occasionally the rage overtakes me. Okay, let's do with it I'm happy. Screw it. See if we can deconfuse some people. Problem solved. Right. I am going to go and play the Arca Gdynia game off camera. because it's Arca-Gdynia. It's going to be a walkover, hopefully. And then we'll come back for the second leg against TNS, and hopefully we'll find our way through to the playoff where we'll be playing Salonika. So stay tuned. Okay, so back for the second leg against TNS, and the game you've missed has been the game against Arca-Gdynia, a 3-1 win. Matty Longstaff, Dostalek and Sterling getting themselves on the score sheet with a few changes made, including things like Jan Lesniewski getting himself a debut for the first team, just rotating things, keeping players fit. Yeah, pretty much that was pretty much the story of what was going on. Dave Black started at right back just because he was the best man for the job of the players that were fit. So let's get into the game and see how this all goes. We are, of course, the favourites again after absolutely banging them last time. Same people missing as last time. Reece Devine's on his way back, but he's not there yet. So this will be the starting lineup for us today. In fact, I say this will be the starting lineup. I forgot to make that one change. Because let's put Wilson in goal. Why not? He's done well and he needs to learn. So yeah, we're going to put Wilson in goal. Francis, Belodi, Black and Angelastri, Rico, Ribeiro, Jordao, Dostalek, Mitchell and Sterling. I'm second guessing my team selection again. Screw it. Let's put Liss in for Dostalek. Why not? Gomez, Cruz, Dostalek, Shimchak, Barnowski, Longstaff and Schiss. Because again, lacking players who are fit. Devine will be back for the next round. But we will all be good for then. So let's get into the game again. And in fact, I just realised Akiri Wright is not on the bench, and that's not okay. Let's put Akiri Wright on for Shimchak, because we haven't used Akiri Wright for a while, so let's give him a go. I know Shimchak's playing very well, but Akiri Wright's a club legend, and he deserves a chance to play from time to time. So, on the fly team selection decisions, there you go. What can I say? Things are going crazy up here at Student Towers. Call it overtiredness from trying to move. Okay, right. What's changed? Watkins. They've changed formation. That's a start. Any players changed? Who's this Macris fella? Zenon William Macris, an Englishman that's come through their youth team. There we go. There's a thing we learned today. Anyone else changed big? No, doesn't look like it. All right, let's do it. Let's take them on. Players seem motivated. We've got a good team talk for a change. What's going on in the tunnel? Yes. Bradley Wilson has a role that doesn't suit him. What, playing in goal seems like a curious. He'll carry his good form on because Valdemar List does what Valdemar List does. He's the Polish Messi. He's coming to TNS. Weirdly, because TNS's ground isn't big enough, the ground in Oswestry isn't big enough for the Champions League. We're playing this in Shrewsbury. So we're playing a Welsh team, but we're not actually playing in Wales. We wouldn't have been playing in Wales anyway, because Oswestry is also in Shropshire. But just seems curious to me that we've just moved to another English stadium rather than to a Welsh one. I don't know. Anyway, Fowler, ball forward to Warwick. Warwick will get a cross in, you'd imagine. Let's try and get rid of this. We have done now. Jordao has picked it up and we can start the counter-attack and hopefully get ourselves on the score sheet nice and early and really start finishing this tie off. Jordao's gone very wide, but he gets the cross in. Valdemar List can't make it. Mitchell's there. Rico's got a chance, has a pop. Alex Rico just wide. And, sorry, it's a start. I don't like the fact that we're both playing in combinations of white and green. It's confusing me slightly. Gray with the ball forward, headed out by Francis to Sterling. Sterling with options ahead, finds Mitchell. Mitchell can get in one-on-one with the keeper, but it's straight at the goalkeeper, probably from too far out. Harrington clears it into the stands for a throw-in. And good early pressure. Let's just go attacking again, why not? Let's just try and rack up the scores, shall we? Because there's no good reason not to. I probably shouldn't have started Dave Black, he was a bit tired, but you know. Eagle Gomez is back, so I've got options on the bench. Warwick with a throw in to Allen. Let's try and get the ball somewhere. There we go. Rico picks it up to Francis. Liss, ball forward, well ahead of Mitchell, and Mitchell will get on the end of it. 1-on-1 again, and straight at the goalkeeper once more. And I don't know what the hell happened there. I don't know what. What? I sort of stopped looking when the keeper saved it, and it somehow ended up being a corner. I don't know. Anyway, Mitchell didn't get to it, Penny did, but Liss has picked it back up. He's got options down the line if he wants them. He might not need them, and that's going to be a straight red, surely. He's got him behind him. Apparently not, I don't know. Well, we'll go with it. because why not? Let's get creative. Let's see what we can do. Get ourselves on the score sheet nice and early. Warwick with a free kick. Hopefully we'll pick this up and defend well. Our midfield are way too close together. They should probably have learned that by now. List to Angelastri at left back. To Black. Black with a ball over the top to Nick Francis, who can run at people but decides not to because Ribeiro is there to help him out. Back to Rico. Ball over the top for Francis to run onto. Can he get a cross in? Might be in trouble. He's managed to find his way through, but he cannot find Keziah Sterling. Rico to Ribeiro. Ribeiro has options around him, and again back to Rico, who plays it ahead to Francis. Heads it into Mitchell. Mitchell, one-on with the keeper and just puts it away. First time. Good assist by Nick Francis, and things are looking good. They're looking good already. That's 5-0 in the tie. And this one is pretty much over now. TNS need to score 6 goals just to have any hope of going through. And you can't see it happening. They've got one guy up front. They're scared of us. You'd think they'd want to just throw 3 up front and give it everything they've got, but apparently not. Watkins with the kickoff. We're going to go straight into a highlight from kickoff, which is always worrying. As Warwick picks it up, plays it forward to Fowler. Fowler has options, finds Joe Allen, finds Christy Davis. Good passing play from them, but if we take the ball off them, they'll be in trouble. Davis with the ball forward, and Nick Francis picked up, plays ahead of Mitchell, and can Mitchell get a good run? Looks like he can get something of a run going on. Going to get a cross in? Can he get a shot? He tries to cut it back for Sterling, but too many went around him. Liss will pick it up. Liss has options behind him. Someone needs to call for it. Anyone? Back heel. Good work. Angelastri. What can he do? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And now they're going to hit us on the break. Christy Davis is coming at us. Ball down the line to Watkins. Looks like there's some attempts at defending happening here. Rico is the guy back into Evans, and that's a good finish. That's a really good goal. Really, really good goal. That's well worked. Well deserved. You've got to give him credit where it's due for that one. But yeah, definitely Rico's interception missed there. Probably didn't do a lot for us. It's a good finish though. You can't take it away from them. You can't take it away. They've done well. They've worked hard to get that in. We might have a game on our hands. We might do. Let's do more creativity. And let's see if we can make something happen. Like I said, we've got options on the bench if we need to change things up. If things start looking desperate, we shouldn't have too much trouble. Throw in though from Nick Francis, finds Ribeiro. Ribeiro should have options around him and finds Liss. Liss, what's he got around him? Rico. Rico has options. Rico plays it out wide to Angelastri. Always spraying the ball about is Rico. And then into Sterling, who hits the post. Whole bunch of a scramble, and we've got ourselves a corner from it. Are we going to see the corner? Maybe, maybe not. We'll soon find out. Looks like we will. Valdemar Liss with the corner. He is pretty good with these. Let's get it in. Just headed clear by Keston Davis, and Harrington gets it clear, further clear, and Evans cannot break. So we got off lucky with that one. It's looking okay. It's looking okay so far. Let's do another get creative shout because I want more creativity. I want more goals. I want to see more everything. More. That's the thing. One shot on goal, one shot on target, and they've scored it. That's not bad. That's not bad returns. Probably quite lucky they're not breaking us down, to be honest. But we'll make it work for us as we go into the second half. And let's do another get creative. Screw it. Liss whips it in. Finds Blackout on the edge of the box. What can we do from here? To Jordao. Jordao plays it into Ribeiro. Back to Jordao, and Liss has picked it up on the wing where he's most comfortable. Can he cut inside with it? He can. Valdemar, what a goal! What a goal, son. That's why he's the Polish Messi. That was some goal. Jordao deserves all the credit for spotting him there out wide when he played the ball out. Beautiful seeing him out there, acres of space, but this cut inside, straight down the line, runs at his man, skins him, and then just slots it in by the post. Beautiful work from Valdemar Liss. And he is a club legend for a reason. He's only 19 or so, and he's already a club legend, which says everything you need to know about the guy. Warwick whips it in, and Wilson will take that all day long, and we'll build from the back slowly. Belodi to Francis. Francis with the ball forward to Jordao. Jordao across to Angelastri. And plenty of options around if he wants them. Ball back to Rico, who's been a real outlet for us. been a really key player for us. Liss out to Francis. Francis has players around him, and he finds Mitchell. Mitchell has options, finds Ribeiro, and Ribeiro straight at the goalkeeper. Straight at the goalkeeper, but it's a 6-1 lead on aggregate. I'm not losing sleep over it. Not losing sleep over it just yet. Watkins has picked it up though. He's going to have a pop from distance. What a goal! Well, we've definitely, if nothing else, we've seen some quality finishes today. Where did that come from? Just where did that come from? Watkins picked it up. I had a feeling he was going to shoot when he took it down, but I thought he had no chance. What is that? That's pure filth. He can have man of the match for that one. Liss with a corner. Headed clear by Watkins, but only as far as Jordao, and Jordao might have a go from here. Crosses it in anyway. Way too deep for Sterling. Way too deep. Not his finest hour. Penny manages to get it clear. Will one of our guys pick it up? He will. Francis is there. Valdemar Liss to Ribeiro. Ribeiro with the ball forward. Sterling picks it up. Keziah Sterling gets us back on terms on the night, or back ahead on the night even. That's his 6th goal of the season. It's 3-2, and we're serving up a thriller today. And this is sort of what I feared would happen, because it might mean it's going to be a long episode. But we'll make the best of it. Francis through to Liss. Ribeiro picks it up and then finds Sterling. Beautiful through ball. One shot, one touch, left-footed volley. And he puts it away, and Keziah Sterling doing what Keziah Sterling does, leading from the front. And I'm not regretting the decision to sell Seferovic yet. So that works out quite nicely. I'm just trying to work out if I should be making any changes. I probably should, because our defence is suffering fitness-wise, and there's really nothing to lose at this stage. Let's just... We'll go with the ballsy triple sub. Why not? Why the devil not? Let's swap those guys around, because I know Gomez can play ball-playing defender. Feel bad that I've put Akira right on the bench, made a point of putting him on the bench, and he still hasn't got on the field, but, you know, there's plenty of time left in the season. I'm sure we'll see more of him. He's definitely not done. Very much open for offers, but he's not done yet. There's more creativity. Why not? In fact, let's just go very attacking. If nothing else, it will create some excitement in the last few minutes. And if it doesn't, then whatever. Quite frankly, maybe they'll get a chance to get back into it. They only need like 6 more goals. It could happen. Mitchell with a cross. Doesn't find Sterling, but there's still options there. Rico's going to pick it up. Finds Jordao, finds Liss through to Barnowski. Barnowski through on goal, and he just puts it wide. And Barnowski looking dangerous coming in on the left. That's why he's been on the bench while Reece Devine has been off, because he does look dangerous going forward. He's not the finished article. I don't even know if he's going to be good enough for the first team long term, but when he comes off the bench, he looks pretty dangerous. So we'll give him opportunities. And this is going to be full time. We've picked up a 3-2 win on the night, which is good work. Kieran Evans and Marley Watkins scoring for them. Mitchell, Liss and Sterling for us, and we are through to the game against Salonika, the Greek champions in the playoff, which should be a very, very big match for us. It's going to cancel my Galatasaray friendly, but I'm sure I'll get over it. Let's just do all the press stuff. Good stuff there. Good stuff there. Let's see what the press have got to say. Yeah, we'll call it a brilliant feeling. Keziah Sterling is always epic. Valdemar was excellent. We got to say it was a fantastic strike. Sashali has been playing well on loan at Dinamo Academy. How do we envisage his long-term development going? That's what we're to do. We'll consider what's best for him. Friendly counts, there you go. Confirmation we are playing Salonika in the next round, which I think actually is... Oh, it's not quite the next game. We've got Rakov in between. But it's fine, we're going to come back for Salonika tomorrow. Joseph Palmer apparently had a good game for Paderborn's under 19s, which is good. Valdemar Liss gets all the praise for being Valdemar Liss. Superb in front of goal, good work, son. And Eddie Howe, I forgot to point this out in the last episode, Eddie Howe has been watching Nick Francis and Darren Mitchell for the England squad. Now we've seen England, I think it was while Gareth Southgate was still in charge, we did have... people watching Matty Longstaff and Keziah Sterling. The England manager were watching Longstaff and Sterling at one stage, and they didn't make it to the England squad. But you never know. Francis and Mitchell, certainly Mitchell is good enough. Francis He's not quite hit the Wonder Kid, but he will get there. Apparently, his name's more familiar to fans in France than in England. Interesting, his name's probably more familiar to fans in Poland at this point, but such is life. Yeah, but he is going to play for England for sure. Like, he's guaranteed to be an England right back. Darren Mitchell still has the Wonder Kid designation. He's developing very well. He must be among the best strikers in the league, if not in Europe at this point, at the age of 20. And yeah, we'll see what he becomes, but he's with us till the end of at least this season. So we'll make that work. Right, I'm going to wrap the episode up there because otherwise we'll just be going for hours. Right. Thank you for watching, guys. As usual, socials are down here: Twitter, Insta, and Patreon. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because liking and subscribing means that all the pubs will open sooner. That's what will happen. That sounds like a thing. Yeah, until next time, guys, as always, I have been Chasing Lamely, and I will see you very soon. Thank you very much. Have a good one.